Lotus Ocean is about the ancient Vedic way. But it's not just ancient because it's scientific. The actual ancient Vedic way is a scientific way. Like right now, science has reached that level where it can sort of validate that way being the correct way, or that way being the only way one can live and die successfully. We cannot say in one sentence because life is a complex thing, and if one puts it in one sentence, then one demeans life in a way. When we look at the word Lotus Ocean, the term, there are two things in it: lotus and ocean. Now this ocean here we're talking about is not just the physical water ocean. It is the ocean of existence itself. The lotus here represents the actual symmetry and the fractality which produces life in the first place. When we are on this planet Earth right now, we are still inside an ocean. And like the physicists will put it as that we are inside an ocean of waves. We are still under waves. Even though we are in air, but we are still in waves. We are still under the ocean. We are not on top of the ocean. When we are in this realm, we are still under ocean. So that is the ocean we are talking about. Now this ocean has its characteristics, and space is also an ocean, and it has its laws. Lotus is a good starting point because even lotus represents the chakras inside our body. Because inside our body there are 7 chakras, and each chakra opens up like petals of lotus only. So because that is also a shape. So if we have charge inside our body, and that charge shape inside our body where the actual coherence occurs looks like a lotus inside the body. So that's why it's called chakras, and chakras are shown as lotuses. So to understand lotus, we have to understand that there is a actual lotus inside of us, which are the chakras. And if we open that lotus up, then only we are going up towards the Lotus Ocean way of life. There's a very ancient Vedic symbol, which looks like this. Now, a symbol doesn't have actual sound associated with it. For example, when we go into the Devanagari script, and you have E, and everything, and Ka, Kha, Ga. So you know Ka is like that, then that's called Ka. But the sound associated with this particular symbol was not known. So nobody had written it down. So people started calling it Om. So everybody started calling it Om, Om. When this sound associated with this was not Om. It was actually like Now this was the proper full sound, which carried all the 5 vowels A, E, I, O, U in unison, finishing with a M, because M is a matter sound. So like R starts with light, and we finally end up in matter. That was why it was symbol of creation. If one looks at example of anyone, like let's say take Gautam Buddha's example, and Like, where did Gautam Buddha get enlightenment? Was it in a concrete building? Was it in his house? Was it in his palace? Or was it under a tree? When you are under a tree, you are under a branching which is the same as your brain. So that's why it forms a fractal to your brain, and then your concentration automatically increases, your focus, your coherent focus and attention span increases, and that's why you can do what they call get into a meditative state much easier under a tree than any other place. And that's what happened to Gautam Buddha when he was under the Bodhi tree. If you want to understand what treeness is, like what is treeness, then treeness is actually branching. So all of nature is based on branching. Like the way the branching happens in the brain, the same kind of branching happens in the tree and in the branches. So like our brain is a little fractal and the tree is a bigger fractal, which creates a fractal even onto the stars. Like stars of Orion in the sky and the three pyramids of Giza, which are mirroring those stars on the belt of Orion on Earth, then that is fractality. There are two ways things function in the multiverse. One is outside in and the other is inside out. Outside in is like, for example, if you have to make a cloud, you actually take a plane up into the sky and you throw silver nitrate crystals in the sky and you actually artificially make a cloud. And the inside out way will be you actually sit down and you get your heart going, beating in a fractal way, and you throw out an intent, a cloud be made and rain happen, and then a cloud will get made outside and the rain will happen. So that's called inside out way. For example, if you play some sound and some rainbow happens in the sky, that means you played the right sound, which nature gave a biofeedback. It produced a rainbow in the sky. You played a certain sound and then maybe rain started happening. I had gone to Australia and there was one place where rain had not happened for a long time. And I played a certain thing and rain happened within an hour or two.